let us introduce our first team. It's going to be the blue team.
Blue team, let's get it going.
Coming up is Noobitup from LA, and he is going to be playing Rollins. He looks very noob-like, as you can see. Oh, yeah, that's pathetic attempt at a finger gun, and that's why he's playing Rollins.
Blow,
and
blow.
then we have Gary Oak from Los Angeles running Alona.
No, he's from Pallet Town.
Okay,
Definitely
all right.
from Pallet
That's
Town.
obviously a typo.
Right.
And then we have Oasis coming from LA, and he's going to be rocking Black Knight.
Oh, he's confident, too. Look at him.
Exactly.
All right.
And then we have Trebplaystuff from San Diego, and he's going to be running Spartacus.
Oh, yeah, I'm excited for this.
And of course, we need support. And who better for support than Mr. Bones, who's going to be coaching these gentlemen.
Hey, all right, Bones. I know he's excited. He's like, you know what? I got to get some wins under my belt.
You know?
This blue team is going to represent for me. I like that.
So
too.
let's see what the red team is working with. Mr. Shadosha, please.
All right, starting with player 1 on the red team. We've got Baller24 coming out of Phoenix, Arizona.
Yo, Baller24?
Baller24, I like that. All Twitch stuff, too, beautiful stuff. He's going to be representing with Thorgrim. Player 2 is going to be EnjoiHunt. Kansas City.
Okay.
Represented with that Spartacus. I'm excited to see what he does as well. I'm always excited. You know me. Number 3 is going to be DanieltheDemon from Florida with the Black Knight. And what a perfect character to pick when you're DanieltheDemon.
DD, all right, okay.
All right, let's get it rocking. And number 4 is going to be the Lost Story from Arizona with that Rollins. And I like this composition. This is going to be
He's got
really
a fan.
crazy.
Somebody was actually
somebody
cheering.
got really hype right there. I like that there. And their coach is going to be Dre. Step on out, Dre. I want to see what he's working with. He's excited. He's like, you know what? I've been holding it down. I know I'm going to win.
Oh,
They ripped his shirt off.
Oh, okay, all right. The slow motion shirt rip.
And we're going to call him Super Dre. He's Super Dre right now. I love what's going to happen here. So, again, let's talk composition. Red team, no healers and a lot of rushdown. Black Knight, Thorgrim, Spartacus.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's going to be a lot of damage in a short amount of time.
They're gonna have to burst for it, because if they get pushed back at any chance, if their health drops any chance, they're going to have to retreat.
Right.
And they're not really high on the mobility range there.
And that's a crazy thing, considering that the blue team has an Alona on their team, and that's going to be great support. That means that even if you are hitting really hard, you're definitely going to have strength up, as well as a few of the other items available to make sure. You want something like Chalice on your side.
You need Chalice.
You're going to need Midas Touch as well.
You're going to need Midas Touch, yeah.
These are things that are going to change the outcome of these matches. And like I said, it is first to 3.
Yes.
And what do you say would happen? So of the 3 ways to win, which is damage,
right,
territory,
right,
as well as team wipe. Well,
the
team
score,
wipe,
yep.
score, and territory. What do you think is going to be the outcome on this one?
In this one here, again, the pressure is on for the red team to initiate and annihilate as soon as they pick somebody out. Black Knight's going to have to make that pull, or we're going to have to see a Weasley push from Thorgrim here. Those are the only 2 things that we can see here that's going to help them out in these fights. I'm thinking it's going to come to relic scores here.
All right, so let's see. Of course, the blue team. Oh, nice. 2 strength. And then we have a cooldown for Alona, and then defense for Black Knight. That seems pretty standard and really smart. Same thing on the other side. Thorgrim gets that life up, Spartacus with strength, Rollins strength, and then we have defense.
Now, admittedly, I would love to see, because we have 2 tanks, I'd love to see actually Thorgrim with that mobility. That's one thing they lack, as well as health. And just like that, we're going to see a push.
Nice. Nice little scrimmage right there. Not a lot of action, but Rollins just glides it in.
And that's what we were talking about. We're going to see a push. And that's what we had, a great push there. A lot of engagement in the background. Black Knight, everybody wanted to get that kills. Rollins said, look, we're not going to win this fight with Alona hanging out here, so let me just make the score. Alona actually tries to double back, just too late.
And it's all about pacing. So the thing is, like, you do have extra abilities to give you mobility, extra damage sometimes that sways the competition.
Yes.
However, we didn't see too much of that. We saw a small scrimmage and then a play for the goal, which is actually what you want to do in some instances. And it's all about adapting to what is stopping you. If your opposition is not going in, you need to go in.
Absolutely.
It's a tug and pull kind of situation in most of these matches.
Absolutely. And this team, the blue team, is building up a lot of damage here, which I do respect. I do appreciate that. But they're not looking to engage in any fights. So if you want them to fight, you're going to have to stop them and isolate them. You're going to look for Thorgrim to tank if Black Knight's unavailable. Black Knight definitely tanking here, as you can see. And then again, just sneaky little pushes.
Gets that ult, gets the thorns, and you see that light of judgment doing continuous damage, kind of like a mine, and it's definitely going to help. That's one of Alona's buildables, and it definitely adds up damage. You see that healing shrine, as well as that ramp coming from Spartacus.
And just like that, once again, we do see a breakaway from Rollins on the red team.
Nice, right there. See, and when you're holding the relic, you can only pass, you can't attack, and you have 1 evasive movement. So you have to be really careful when you get that relic, because if someone comes to oppose you, it's going to be a lot harder. And look at the battleship defending the red zone.
I was going to call that the Fort to forget about it, but I like that name too.
Forget about it?
Yeah,
Actually,
definitely
that's
not
better.
passing that there. There's a lot of walls here that's good. Oh, and there's a knockback from that Thorgrim in the back.
Nice.
Eliminate that Black Knight. And once again, we're back in midfield. That was a great fort that they built on red team.
Yes, and you can see blue team's Rawlings actually playing out in front to stop that push of the relic. And somebody's in jail. You hear him close that door? Forget about him. Set him and forget about it.
There you go. The red team Black Knight stuck in jail and could have gotten cleaned up for a shovel, but he did not. No retreat coming out from Spartacus on the red side. Wow, and Rollins manages to survive on the blue team.
And that's what I was talking about before. Blue team's Rawlings playing a little in front and wipes out that Black Knight for the red team and still defending his base pretty well. And you're going to see him move that relic out, using the double ramp to push pretty deep into red territory. And there's that red team Rawlings coming out saying, no, you don't.
Oh, wow. I like that Thorgrim
It is
retribution.
Really close to a 4v2 right now. Thorgrim needs to be really careful.
Oh, and he's dead just like that.
4 seconds before Spartacus can come back for the red team. Needs to be really careful. And look at that barrage, that ult from Rawlings, just shooting. Oh, wow. They need to be really careful. And
wow, what an interesting decision
Look at
from
that
Alona.
volley, and you see him jump in. You have to be really careful because you can pass it through as the same
That's 2
team.
down. One left, actually.
And Alona has really low life, but
One
she does
left.
have
Alona
all
gets
available.
clipped. There's gonna be a team wipe, and she gets clipped,
And that's a
it.
team wipe. And look at this, just dissipating to nothing.
Ouch.
That's losing in style. When you just
Wow.
erase them from existence, that's how you know.
And they did an excellent job, once again, applying as much pressure as humanly possible to the team, but
Exactly.
isolating Alona when she overextends. She was trying to make relic rushes, and it didn't pan out when necessary, and it forced her to back off.
Exactly.
Once that happened, it was cleanup. And there you go.
And look at these buildables. Now, we see Spartacus on the blue team as well as Rawlings with a cooldown, and that's definitely going to come into play. And blue team's not doing a great job of clearing these buildables. And as you guys can see at home, as well as here, that makes it really hard to move through the opposing area, like, just to score.
It's very dangerous. Siege Barrel comes out from that blue Black Knight. Does try to clear out some buildables, but it misses a lot. It's just rolling in the corner. Meanwhile,
look
there
at
is
this
a
fight
scramble here on this relic on the red side.
I know you guys are worried about our warriors that they pick once they get wiped, but they just turn into gold.
Right.
It's kind of like the circle of life. You kill somebody, you get the gold, and then you become stronger. I feel like that makes sense.
I think they call that alchemy, actually, equivalent
okay.
exchange.
All right,
but
okay,
I still agree with you there. Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
that
nice.
was
Did you
dangerous.
see Thorgrim just toss him in the air like that?
Yeah, right. He almost got rung out there. That's a very dangerous position to fight with Thorgrim there. Meanwhile, in the back, we do have Rollins applying as much pressure as possible. That Black Knight's going to get cleaned up on the red team.
And
Rollins
this is
had to
a
retreat.
war zone.
This is insane. Oh, my goodness. Wow.
Nice. Oh, wow. For glory right there. And then a retribution.
Oh, my goodness. This is intense right now.
And you see Rawlings, blue Rawlings, trying to go the fort to forget about it. Just trying his best right now.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to make it past that. Meanwhile, Alona, once again, getting pressured, and that's the reason right there why the red team is winning team fights, even though they do not have a healer or a really strong damage dealer on their team.
And you see the red team and the blue team trying to clear out some of those buildables right now, and you have to, oh, wow, nice destruction of that buildable right there, and they're really close to scoring right now.
And Rollins had a chance to score with that mallet of maybe not, just ending that for them, you know? I like this.
Nice.
And once again, we're back in the midfield. Red team still being aggressive and pushing, although they are down on buildables.
All right, it's getting really hectic right now. Needs to be really careful with this push. Nice relic movement. And you see that ult as well as that spin to win from Thorgrim. Nice combination right there. You see red team's Black Knight taking those hits for Rawlings, who was carrying that relic. Spartacus picks it up to push it a little further.
All right, and a lot of damage. They're going to take this fight to the spikes, and blue team is going to win this exchange for now. And that was great because, you know, Thorgrim in the background was actually stuck in jail, which gave them the opportunity to have more focus on one tank and then eliminate.
On top of that, red team needs to be a little more aware of those buildables. Those ramps are definitely coming into play. It's giving them great relic movement down the arena, and we're almost to that minute mark where territory comes into play. Of course, red team's up 2 rounds.
Yeah, exactly. But it looks like it might not even come to that as Alona overextends. Right there, Black Knight's there to be a little bit of a threat, but unfortunately, Alona still gets cleaned up, and it's a 4v1 situation with 2 characters weak. Can he clean out this Black Knight? Does pop the ult, gets 2 for a shovel.
Oh, wow, needs to be really careful. Alona will be back any second for the blue team, and
Black
it is 4v1. 7 seconds before anybody comes back. They can get a team wipe right here.
Looks like they're actually going to go for a score instead, and I think that's actually a
That's
better
actually
idea.
the smartest thing you want to do.
Yes.
That was
Great
really
stuff.
good. That was really good. They're actually playing a little better this time around, getting those buildables, taking out some of those buildables, doing a little more damage. They had an option for a team wipe or a score, and I felt like you're right. Going for the score was actually better because they had so much time before the enemy team would respond.
Absolutely, and Thorgrim is just a chunky character. Does have armor built up right now, so that definitely 7 seconds was just not enough time. Get that score the relic. You know, do your buying and your buildables now. I mean, the blue team is stacked when it comes to network. 28,000.
And we're seeing a great increase, like strategically,
yeah.
as well as level of play is going really high, really quick. And you gotta remember, this is like day 3 of us showing the game, and you're getting really good competition right now.
Shrines in the middle. Again, they want to keep that fight in the middle. Excuse me, they don't want to retreat too far past the middle. And I respect all of the things coming down from Alona in that mid-range.
And look at this party, this debacle in the middle of the arena. I do not want to be there. I wouldn't advise anybody to play there.
It's a little bit intense. I don't even think I want to use any of those ramps right there because I feel like we're going to land in spikes or something. Meanwhile...
Oh, look at that barrage by Rawlings. And you see Black Knight versus Red Team's Black Knight.
Oh, my goodness. Rawlings shoots up that Spartacus. And that's it. All right, the relic is clear. Looks like they're going to go back to a team fight. Never mind. The scramble gets avoided.
Uh-oh. He's going to come up to the castle. Let's see how this is going to work out. Uh-oh. Blue Rawlings. Trying to clear it.
A very rough overextension, but well worth it. As again, like I said before, Alona's going to keep these guys healthy. Meanwhile, we might have a potential team wipe, as all we have is Spartacus left. Black Knight's going to go down in just a second.
And wow, Spartacus doing his best to stay alive right now, and he survives long enough for Thorgrim to come back, and then he dies, and now he has Rawlings 3 seconds before Red Team's Black Knight is back in play.
Spartacus approaches the base and literally says, I don't know what to do.
Dude, Rawlings with that, blue team's Rawlings with that barrage doing a great job, and now they're going to have to try to get through that wall, and that is not a real gap. It gets everybody.
Absolutely, yeah, it breaks my heart too. Alona, though, playing really, really smart, just satelliting around, making sure everybody's healthy.
Oh, somebody's in jail.
Oh,
somebody is getting tossed up in jail right there. You see Spartacus just over there doing damage to that Alona. Yeah, she is getting beat up right there.
And she's not the one you want to have in jail, but fortunately she does make it out and alive. She's going to pop her all maybe.
And you see the blue team finally make some headway versus that wall over there and knock out one of Thorgrim's walls, so they have an actual chance to score right now. And nice lob to get it in, and they're back in this game. They were down 2 rounds, and now they're back 2-2. What happens now?
Now, you know, I have to say this, I have to give this credit here to Alona, who realized that that overextension was not helping their team. Once they realized that just satelliting around, playing in the midfield in the background, just weaseling in and out, having that dash available and healing their team, that's what's going to win the game for them. And again, never did they go too far past,
you say
20%.
Alona, I say the coach. The coach has to be doing a great job to recognize these patterns and influence them and say, hey, we need you to do this because this is what's happening.
Shout out to Super Dre. I like you, Super Dre. Beautiful stuff. Although I am shocked because we did not see Alona go for a damage buff, which again, a reminder, does actually increase the
Look at what's happening in the middle of the arena right now.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on.
This is like a setup for Ninja Warrior right now. There's not many. Oh, wow, somebody just fell off the stage.
That was Thorgrim with the red Thorgrim with the spin to win. Unfortunately, flings himself off.
And now you see the blue team starting to take out some of those buildables on the red side. And with that, Thorgrim has put up another wall to refortify.
Oh my goodness, this is a very dangerous situation.
Exactly.
You do not want to be fighting here.
And if a Thorgrim comes over there, you know this is his kind of party. He likes to fight towards the edge of the arena just so he can toss people off.
Absolutely. Is he going to jump for that ramp? He says, you know what, maybe not. There's a lot of stuff going on. I swear to goodness, Alona's shrines right here. This is not the place you want to fight.
Yo,
if you're
those
the red
healing
team.
shrines, that means if the battle takes place right here in the middle.
We're going to get a wipe.
No, we're not. We definitely just got a wipe.
See, again, I have to say this.
It's going to be that.
You have to pay attention to where you're fighting. They fought next to everything that Alona had to keep these guys in the fight. That was definitely a disadvantage for them, and they threw the round there.